Good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us online today. My name is Cristina Bercea. I am PR manager at the TNI, Romanian National Real Estate Fair. And for this TNI webinar, we have a special guest, and we promise you a very interesting topic. We are going to talk with Michael Topolinski IV, Managing Director of Investor Relations at MetaWealth, about the next generation of real estate investments that is suitable for everyone. Good day, Michael, and thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Good day as well, and yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to speak again with the TNI crew, and we're excited to participate again this year.
I also want to say that the MetaWealth team is going to be again present at TNI real estate event that is going to take place in May, from 24th to 26th of May at the Palace of Parliament in Bucharest. But until then, we are very curious to find out more about this opportunity. So please, Michael, explain to everybody that is interested, what is MetaWealth?
So MetaWealth is a company that's focused on real estate tokenization. Basically, we use blockchain technology to provide better opportunities for real estate investments in a few different ways. Number one, if you look at the traditional real estate investment market and how it operates, there's a few challenges that you'll see and that we've seen in our past and in continuation as real estate developers and whatnot. Basically, there's a price affordability problem. It requires a lot of capital to get involved, and it requires, a lot of capital, and generally the ultra wealthy dominate the real estate investment market. The second is the geographical barriers. It's very difficult if you want to go buy real estate or invest in real estate in other parts of the world today. It's a long process. It takes a lot of money, and it's very complicated. And then the third biggest one would be liquidity, which is that, it's difficult to exit real estate investments, or at least it takes a longer period of time compared to other investments like stocks and whatnot. And tokenization helps resolve those problems. So what MetaWealth does is we resolve those problems, making it possible for anyone to become an investor in real estate anywhere in the world for only $100 and within 10 minutes. Overall.
Sounds very good. So can you tell us more about the roadmap and what partners do you have?
Yeah, so in terms of MetaWealth and also real estate tokenization as an industry, partnerships is going to be a big part of the growth of the industry. We view it as one of the largest milestones or measures of ultimate success for the industry. Right now, we have a major partnership with Transact, which is one of the largest payment processors within the Web3 domain in the world. And we have now positioned the company and our product for further partnerships, focused mainly on potential Web3 exchanges or financial institutions like banks and whatnot. We're basically at the stage now where we're trying to grow our partnership channels more because we have the infrastructure that supports that growth.
Okay, so I understand that also this type of investment, it's safe, simple. Yeah, you said it starts from $100 and secure. Can you explain it a bit more, these things?
Yes, so in terms of safety, it's a few different things. Number one, the blockchain ledger itself it's basically a record keeper. It shows the transactions, it shows the ownership, and it makes all of it public. And it's also global. So it's not centralized to one country, it's all the transactions in the world. And this ledger cannot be manipulated or have human errors or human bad actors, essentially. So there's a lot of safety with the ledger itself. And if we look in Romania or Bucharest specifically, we have many examples where unfortunately there was either human error or bad actors related to the land registry particularly. So there's a lot of safety that comes straight from the technology itself. And outside of that, our team and the product that we have, we provide as much transparency as possible for investors so that both the investors and the sellers have access to the same information, and it's very easily, readily available, which provides a lot more safety in terms of the knowledge and the basis of the investments, alongside the contracts behind that as well. In terms of the simplicity, it's simple, but basically to keep it a little bit concise. The traditional process for buying real estate today is a long process. First, you start to do your market research. You maybe connect with a real estate agent to look at different opportunities. You go to the different projects, spend time doing that. Then you find yourself a lawyer that'll represent you. Then you find the notary, so on and so forth. And it could take several weeks, maybe even months, for you to actually finalize an acquisition within the space. But for us, due to the technology that we use and the blockchain, the Web3 and all that stuff, you can actually start investing in real estate and acquire pieces of real estate within only 10 minutes. So we basically simplify the process from there. And in terms of security, security is the big question in real estate tokenization as an entire industry. There's a lot of big players like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, different financial institutions that understand the utility that this technology and this way of real estate investing can positively impact the world. However, the security and regulatory is the biggest question mark. Now, what we do for our investors that provides a lot of security is, first off, we are now providing regulated financial instruments, which basically means that all of our investments report and are monitored directly from a state authority, a state regulator within Spain that follows the mandate set by the European Security and Market Authority, which basically means it has a security similar to what a stock or a bond would have within the capital markets. It's not the exact same thing, but it's very, very similar, which provides a lot of security in terms of bad actors. In terms of additional security, our actual infrastructure itself supports a lot of security for our investors, as in MetaWealth does not touch any of the investor money. All of the only funds that MetaWealth itself touches are our own commissions and fees related to the investments. And then the last part is market specific. So right now we've been offering investments from Spain. And within Spain, if you invest in pre-construction units there, all of your pre-advanced payments are bank guaranteed, so that if the developer fails to develop the project, you don't lose your money, you don't lose your advance. It'll actually be returned back to you from the bank or the insurance provider for that investment. So that's kind of what safe, simple, and secure means to us here in MetaWealth.
Sounds very good. Can you tell us more about how does the MetaWealth investment work? Can you tell us also something about the investment portfolio?
Yes, so we first started we launched our first investment about a year ago, February of last year, towards the end of February. In the first year, we tokenized 66 apartments. Now we're offering some villas, but in the first year it was just apartments. So 66 apartments for a value of just over $10 million. This came through 6 different projects in 2 different markets. So for the first 3 investments that we brought, which represent 59 of the units, they were all focused in Romania, and they are different investments and different strategies there in terms of the actual product. But we've now launched our second market in Spain, where we are offering investments there as well. And we'll continue to offer investments from other markets throughout the year in Greece, Italy, France, and Germany. It's part of our plan for this year is to expand to those territories. But the way that the investment works depends on the specific asset that we're talking about. We offer 2 different types of investments today. Number one, it's a finalized unit or package of apartments that will then rent, manage for our investors, and they will earn the rental income that comes from that unit proportional to the amount that they invest within the package. So like, let's say example, there's a package of $1 million. and you invest 1% of that total, you'll have 1% of the rent that's generated from those units. That's one particular investment type. The second type is pre-construction residential units, where we're looking for attractive opportunities that are off market, typically first buyer price, very attractive price, below market value, where our investors are going to earn profits on two different parts. One, the appreciation of the asset and the value of the asset during the time of construction. And number two, something that's unique for this type of investment in pre-construction is they will be receiving a monthly yield in their account starting from month one. This part of the return comes from MetaWealth directly. We basically have budgeted a percentage of our marketing dollars to provide this unique opportunity in pre-construction investing for our investors overall. But the scope of our investments right now is we're looking for pre-construction units that can provide an annual yield of 20% or more between both of these different parts. And on the other side, for finalized construction, we're looking at both long-term and short-term rental yield opportunities. However, in the future, with tokenization with our business, we hope to offer and we plan to offer investments in different segments of real estate as well, in office, in retail, in logistics, and so on and so forth. The reality is that with tokenization and with this technology, there's now a lot more opportunity in terms of different investment strategies and accessibility to different asset segments within real estate today.
What are the exact steps to invest? And you already said that the minimum is $100. Is there any maximum amount that you can invest in MetaWealth?
So there isn't a maximum. The maximum that's set is simply the price of the investment itself. So it's limited. It's a limited amount of tokens or percentage of the asset, and that limits how much you can invest. But outside of that, there's no limit. And you are able to diversify. The steps to invest are very, very simple. You can go to the App Store or to Google Play, anywhere in the EU, UK, and Canada today. Download the MetaWealth application. From there, sign up, set up your account. And simply all you need to do is deposit your first $100 into your account, and you can start within 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a very, very simple process from there. However, once you start to invest larger amounts, like $25,000 or more, there are more KYC requirements because we are a regulated financial security. So you'll submit different documentation that are based off of KYC and AML today at that point.
Okay, so let's take an example so everybody can understand. Like if you invested €1,000 in 2023, last year,
Yes.
what is the return of investment? In 6 months, in 12 months? What about the asset appreciation? What about the liquidity if you need to take the money back?
Correct. So I'm going to use the example of the investment that's available today. So
Great.
we have a fantastic investment from Costa del Sol within Valle Romano. It's a coastline city very close to Estepona. This investment is within 4 villas, luxury villas over there at a project that is an up-and-coming project for the area, a very influential, important villa project over there. The returns that we projected for this investment are 43% over 2 years, so nearly 22% per year. 5% of this return will be coming through a monthly cash yield, which is 100% guaranteed. The 38% projected appreciation is based off of a few different things. It's based off of the market data that we have available today. And what that market data is showing us is that the exit price that our investors need in order to earn this 38% in 2 years is the actual value of the villas today if they were constructed. So we don't need the market to appreciate over the next 2 years. If it literally stayed the same, you can exit this investment at market value and receive that return. Now, in terms of the exit and the strategy in this investment, it's a 2-year hold. So you have to hold your investment there for 2 years at a minimum. However, at that 2-year point, it's an automatic exit where MetaWealth will now offer those villas as a finalized construction that's earning a rental yield and has an attractive price for long-term investors. People that would want to hold their investment in these villas for a longer period of time.
Sounds very good. I'm going to install the app
Yeah.
and start investing today.
It's a free application. And I mean, with this technology, I would recommend simply at least installing the application to keep yourself informed on what's going on. This is a market that's projected to reach over $10 trillion by 2030, according to the Boston Consulting Group and BlackRock, which is a substantial growth in that market. So it is a technology that if you're interested in real estate, if you're investing in real estate, you should at least educate yourself on what's going on there for sure.
Great. So what are your plans for this year? And I'm very curious to know your objective regarding the TNI participation. What opportunity you are searching in the real estate fair?
Yeah, so in terms of our plan for this year, we're now in the position as a business for substantial scalability. We've created an infrastructure and a security mechanism with our investments being financial securities that are regulated, that now puts us in a position where we're offering investments that are amongst the highest security in real estate in the EU today. So we're at the point where we're planning to scale significantly. And what that means for 2024 is two main things. Number one, right now we operate in 2 different markets where we have an office team. We offer investment packages from that market, which is Romania and Spain today. However, we want to open 4 new markets by the end of the year. The first one being Greece, which we hope to open in May or June. We're on track to open that market at that time. The second would be Italy, which we would be targeting towards the beginning of the end of Q2, early Q3. And then from there to open France and Germany to finish the year in Q4. And then our second objective for this year is to tokenize a minimum of $32 million worth of real estate. About a 3x growth from year 1 is our goal. We are on track with that so far. This investment, Vivace luxury villas that I was just mentioning a little bit earlier, is pacing quite a bit faster than our other previous investments, which is showing a lot of demand for this type of investment opportunity. So these are the 2 things that we're trying to do this year. And next year, we want to expand to 4 new markets in EU and ultimately towards America and the Asian continents in 2026. Now, for TNI specifically, it was a fantastic event for us last year. Last year in Romania, but globally, it was a challenging market from a real estate perspective due to inflationary and interest and the resulting high interest rate pressures. So it was a challenge everywhere, but our participation last year provided fantastic results for MetaWealth. We were able to introduce the product, the concept, the company and the team to many new members of the MetaWealth family. So it was a huge success in what we would consider a down year. Now we're in 2024, a new year, which we think is going to be a very, very positive year throughout Romania in real estate, but also throughout the EU and generally globally, as inflation's kind of stabilized and interest rates are starting to lower and demand is increasing. We've actually also seen that in February as year over year, the number of transactions or apartments sold or units sold in Romania increased by 30%. And from January to February this year was 38%. So there's a lot of confidence and people are understanding that the opportunity is now. So in participating again this year, we're coming to the market and to the fair with new company updates, explaining where we are as a business, further explaining the security that we're providing our investors, the roadmap and the growth trajectory for the business. And of course, we're keen to welcome new members to the MetaWealth family and help many people that have never been able to purchase real estate before acquire their first piece of real estate, which is something we're excited about and super proud that we're able to do.
It sounds very good. Thank you very much, Michael. First of all, for accepting our invitation today and for sharing this great opportunity with us.
Thank you as well. I appreciate the time.
Thank you, everybody, for following us online. I recommend to install the MetaWealth app on your phone and start investing. It's very fast, easy, and secure, as you can see in this webinar. And also, you can install the TNI mobile app that is free and gives you access to real estate news and opportunities. Also, the TNI mobile app gives you free access to the TNI real estate fair. So I'm wishing you a very great day and see you soon at the next TNI webinar.